guys, it's your girl Marielle. Welcome back to my channel, Friday Night Light Movie Reviews, where we do reactions and reviews to TV shows, digital content, and movies. It is Friday, October the 13th, so it's perfect for our Halloween series this month. So last year we did a Halloween series of where I reviewed and reacted to new and old Halloween movies. It had a great response, so I'm sticking with it this time again. So we're going to be talking about a Hulu original movie called No One Will Save You. I'm going to talk about the things I liked, what I didn't like, where it falls in our stars category, and what I recommend it as a Halloween season worthy film to watch. So before we get into all of that, you know what I'm going to ask. So go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Please share this video with your friends and family. Don't forget to hit me up on my other digital platforms, Instagram and TikTok. Over on TikTok, I am doing short reviews to criminal-based documentaries and criminal-based stories. You guys should check it out. It's pretty good. So with all that being said, let's just jump right into this review. So again, No One Will Save You is a Hulu original movie. It is directed by Brian Duffield. It stars actress Dari Lynn Griffin, Caitlin Dever, Daniel Regamer, and Geraldine Singer. These are the characters to me that stood out the most. There are other characters in this film, but I just thought these characters stood out the most to me. I'm going to try to make this a spoiler-free movie review because when it comes to horror movies, you know how I feel. If you give too much away, you just take out the element of surprise when you're watching a scary movie, horror movie, anything like that. So let's just start with the plot of this movie. It is based on Bryn Adams. She finds solace within the walls of her home where she grew up in, but one night she is awakened by a strange noise from an unearthly intruder. So first out the gate, I really did like this movie. It wasn't too dark. You know how I feel about too dark of horror movies or psycho thrillers because it kind of steals the scene away when it's too dark. It's like I feel like you're struggling to see what's going on in that scene, and it was not too dark, and I really did enjoy that. Especially when the movie is not too dark, that kind of suspense that builds up where we want to know what's behind the door, what's behind the mirror, and things like that. When the scene is too dark, you kind of get cheated on the suspense of how each scene comes up. I like that the movie was very detailed and they didn't speak a word in this movie. And I thought that was very interesting. It definitely reminded me of the movie Apocalypto. There was no words in that movie, but each scene was so powerful, so great, where you kind of forget that there's no dialogue in the movie. Here's one of the cons. With certain horror movies or psycho thrillers, sometimes they give a lot away in the beginning. And so you can sometimes know what's going to happen next. This movie had that, but not very much. But I mean, if you're a detail-oriented person, you will kind of put the things together. And that's not saying it's a bad thing, but it was a little bit of a con because you can kind of tell what was going to happen next and to which character. So that's one of the cons. Another pro is that this movie is considered an alien invasion / horror movie. I thought it was a really interesting take on this. I did like the alien invasion because the way the story and the way the movie was developed, it kind of was a representative on how humans can right their wrongs when given the opportunity, even though there's a lot of slashing and getting beat up and all this other stuff. Could this movie have been better? Obviously. But I will say for the hour and 35 minutes that this movie was, it wasn't too bad. But it could have been better in spots. But let's move on. The movie had great effects and the visuals of the film were really dope. I just want to say, Bryn Adams, who was played by Caitlin Dever, She was getting tossed up in this movie, but Shorty kept standing in the paint. She did phenomenal in this movie. It was perfectly cast for her. She didn't say a word, but even though she wasn't saying it, between body reactions, her facial expressions, you kind of know what would have been said in the movie. And I really, really enjoyed that. And Caitlin Dever really did pull that in together for this movie. And that's just in my opinion. The decision to make most of the movie with no dialogue is risky, but I did think it made sense for this movie because of how things were developing with the alien invasion, with her trying to figure stuff out, leaving her house, being shocked about what's going on. You're seeing kind of like people contort and stuff like that. I really think it was a good move to keep the movies pretty much like a silent movie. And it definitely helped progress the movie as each scene came up. No scene was too long. No scene was not enough action or too little action. I think it was pretty much a good balance. Obviously, we will want more of in the scene, more things like that. But I think that's when we want to hear words. And I just think if they wasted their time by putting the same old kind of scary movie, psycho thriller dialogue, I don't think it would have been as good of a movie. So some people may think that the scenes moved too fast, where it didn't give you a chance to absorb the new characters that were introduced in each scene, character development. I don't think that was a bad thing. It definitely helped the movie to me. I mean, when you're doing a scary movie or psycho thriller, there's really not much time to sit on a character to find out their ins and outs. As long as the scenes are put together well, which they were, the cinematography was great in this movie. The lighting was great in this movie. Again, going back to, I don't like when scary movies are too dark where you can't appreciate the scene. So with all of that being said, yes, the scenes did kind of move fast when we were starting to get to know each character, but it wasn't too fast where we couldn't keep up with the character. We couldn't understand what this character meant for this movie. That's just my opinion. Now, I believe that No One Will Save You is a great movie, and I love the fact that this was like a horror / alien invasion movie. I think Brian Duffield did a really, really good job on the screenplay and the directing. Is it worth watching this Halloween season? Absolutely. Go check it out. It's not too long. Again, it's only an hour and 35 minutes long. It does give you meat through all the scenes. Right out of the gate, you're pulled in. So where No One Will Save You falls in our stars category, I am giving it 4 stars. It's not getting 5 stars. Like I said, it could have been better in spots. It could have given us more on certain little things. But other than that, I do think that this movie is Halloween scene worthy to check out. So we are at the end of this review, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing and being here with me and holding me up while we battle this mental health situation. As always, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Come check me out on my other digital platforms. And as always, be safe, be courageous, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.